Did you see the ending to the Jets game? What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus from Pro Fan Talk. Listen, that is a great ending. Jets got snake bitten, found a way to come back and win it. Josh Allen threw some incredible passes, but he also threw 3 interceptions. And it doesn't matter how far up the ladder you are to be considered an elite quarterback. Anybody can have a bad day. Anybody can have a bad day. Josh Allen had a bad day today. I believe Josh Allen might not make it to the end of the year the way he plays. He plays way too reckless when he's running the ball. I understand when you're big like that, but all it takes is for one person to catch you at the wrong angle at the wrong time. Ask Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron didn't even really do anything. His foot just got caught in that turf a weird way, and it just stretched his heel. So he's either got a high ankle sprain or he's got a very, very tender Achilles. Neither one of them is good. Obviously, you don't want to pop the Achilles, but high ankle sprains hurt. High ankle sprains are very much like hamstring pulls when it comes to rehab. Not much you can do. You could put muscle stem, you could cold bath it for rehab when it comes to different injuries. Deep bone bruises, high ankle sprains, hammies, things like that. The only real rehab you can do is rest. And if he has a high ankle sprain, the only thing you can do is rest because it'll never be 100% until it's 100%. And let me tell you something. Even in the Super Bowl with what Patrick Mahomes was dealing with, he was on a razor's edge because for him to play like he did, all it would have taken would have been for him to get tackled just the wrong way, or even stubbing your foot, getting tackled, because that's what happened to A-Rod tonight. They tackled him, and you could tell the balls of his feet and his toes got caught like that, and his foot kept going back, but his toes were still basically, it just kind of, his ankle turned. Something had to give. I don't care how much you lift. I don't care how big you are. You cannot argue against the laws of physics. And when your body is in a certain situation, and I don't care what they say, eventually the NFL is going to have to make all of those stadiums grass fields. Screw the turf. Get rid of it. Somebody's always just make it all grass so there's no misunderstanding. There's ways you can protect the grass and all of that kind of stuff. If it's sloppy for one, it's sloppy for both. So be it. And I know there's stats that say people get hurt on grass just as much as turf. Get rid of the turf. They're not going to do it because you save too much money on it. It just seems like that's bad for business. That's a rough, like on his 4th play, I think 3rd or 4th play, to go out like that. Now you're in a walking boot. That sucks, man. That sucks. Zach Wilson comes in and just struggles and finally got something going towards the end of the game. And then that kid has that incredible punt return for the win. Good for New York. Good for the Jets. They needed that win. Again, now it's Zach Wilson's team again. I don't know if they're going to bring somebody else in. They got lucky because they only had 2 quarterbacks active. They're doing the same stuff that San Francisco did last year. Teams are going to learn, but they're going to change that rule next year. They're going to allow teams to have that extra spot for a third quarterback. So that'll change next year. But I said earlier that Aaron Rodgers, I expected him to play like, maybe 2 years. And that will be plenty of time for Zach Wilson to study under a master and really hone his game in and live up to that 1st-round pick. He got thrown into the Wolves a little bit earlier. He had a couple of good throws, but for the most part, it was all check down screens and getting rid of the ball quick. And that makes sense, but he's not a rookie. But I understand because you still got to get him to that point. He's not Aaron Rodgers. All of that stuff that Aaron Rodgers had to go through to get to this point in this moment for it to end like that. Because depending on what's going on with his ankle or Achilles, that could end his career. Because at his age, He's not rehabbing a torn Achilles. He's not going. I don't see him doing that. Brandon Graham was an anomaly, and Brandon Graham is not as old as Aaron Rodgers. It's a shame that what happened to him because, oh my God, New York Jets defense is for real. Them boys are not playing around. Their defensive line, they got some fast, physical linebackers, and their secondary with Sauce Gardner and that other kid that had 3 picks tonight, off the chain. Jordan Whitehead, thank you. Thank you. I had to wait and just pay him his respect. Jordan Whitehead with 3 picks from Josh Allen. And I don't know what Josh Allen was thinking. I just thought he just thought he was gonna muscle the ball to somebody. It's like, man, you can't do that. Props to the Jets defense, man. They balled out. They balled out. Dalvin Cook looked good. It was weird seeing Dalvin Cook in green. Not used to that yet. He'll always be like, I always see him as that Viking running back. But he looked good tonight. And he hasn't been with the team very long. So that was impressive by Dalvin Cook. If Zach Wilson can get his stuff together and he can just be all he has to be is a good quarterback. He doesn't have to be great. He doesn't have to be elite. All he has to do is be good and consistent. I said the same thing about Jalen Hurts going into the 2022 season. He doesn't have to throw the ball all over. He doesn't need 4,000 yards passing. All you need is to protect the ball. You just need to be good and consistent. You need to understand what you're seeing, deliver the ball on time, and with some accuracy. That's all Zach Wilson has to do. There had to be a reason why you are a number 1 pick. And you got to prove it. We'll see what he can do because he getting reps with all the ones this week. Well, they got a short week. He got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of work to do. So, but they got a shot. Hopefully, he's picked up a lot from watching Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully, he can figure it out. And he can just be a good quarterback for the New York Jets. We'll see what's going to happen. But great game tonight. I just had to give my thoughts on that. Congratulations to the Jets defense. That was incredible. That punt return at the end for the win. That was incredible. That was incredible. It was some good games this week. That was a good exclamation point for week 1 of NFL football. If you like this content, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next play. Peace.